It's the Golden Voice Show.
Ted Williams with you.
It's the Golden Voice, Golden
That's
Voice. It's the Golden Voice Show.
That's right. Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Golden Voice Show. Ted Williams with you. Who else would you expect, right? I love it. I love it. I love this show. The more I'm on it, the better I feel because I'm talking to you, and you. So let's get things started. A lot of great things to talk about. You know, I was looking. Now they have the Aunt Jemima pancake box. They altered the name. Now, some people, granted, they have those little issues, you know, how degrading that is to have a fat black. And I might add that Aunt Jemima was a very nice-looking Nubian queen, a very nice-looking black woman. And she was on a pancake box. What black man or black woman does not eat pancakes? I didn't think it was that damn degrading, to be honest with you. You know, she wasn't a Florida Evans, you know, Esther Roll. But Esther Roll was a nice-looking woman back in her day, you know. She was chocolate and a full-figured woman. I don't like to say the word fat, especially when you're talking to women. Now, men, you're just fat. You're not a full-figured man or nothing. You're just a fat ass. Now, Aunt Jemima, when I was coming up, of course, you didn't go and say, hey, where's your Aunt Jemima? You said, where's the pancake mix? Now, when I was a kid, we had a little song. And it used to go, ain't your mama pretty? She got meatballs on her titties. She got scrambled eggs between her legs. Ain't your mama pretty? Man, you took that away from our creations. Boy, you'd get in some fights sometime about that song, you know. Be like, don't be talking about my mom. Anyway, I get a lot of questions asked. You know, people want to get a little more intimate with me, you know, and they ask me. But some people, they ask the damnedest questions. Now, no question is stupid or ridiculous, any of that. I like to answer them. Scott Anthony is going to field me the questions as we go along, and I'm going to answer them as honestly and best of my knowledge because he's read them, he's pre-read them, you know, and so I don't know what in the hell these questions are, but I'm going to take a shot at it, and let's see what we got. Scotty!
You ready, Ted?
Yes, I am.
All right. First crazy question.
Okay, crazy.
Is cereal considered soup? Why or why not?
Cereal soup? They have cereal soup now?
Is it? Is it cereal soup?
No, it's a cereal. But, you know, you don't hear...
Why? Why or not?
Is cereal soup? Why or why not? Well, for one thing, it's not too appetizing to say, let me get some Captain Crunch soup, you know, or give me some Rice Krispie soup. Although they do have tomato soup with rice and stuff, vegetables. But no. Nabisco, give me some shredded wheat soup.
That question came from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Well, family... Why or why not? It just doesn't sound good. You know, it would take away from the soup taste, tomato soup, cream of mushroom soup, you know, that kind of thing. You don't ask for no Flintstones soup.
All right, next question.
I couldn't imagine eating it hot is what I guess. So that's why not.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Look at this, Jeopardy or something? Ding, 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 ding. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Wow, you know, I've never heard.
Why or why not?
Well, why not? It just doesn't sound right. Kids, are you ready for a hot dog sandwich? No, it's what is it?
That question came from New York.
Oh, no wonder. What's my game show called? You know it. The truth will set you free. Shame the devil. You guys are going to die laughing. And it's Wendy.
Can I get my picture?
Yeah, would you? Hey, I'm Ted Williams, the man with the Golden Voice once again. I'm with the lovely Wendy, and we're in the downtown Short North area of Columbus, Ohio. And of course, Wendy, like many other... Oh, yeah, come on in here, Wendy. And what's your doggy's name?
We're both Wendy's. Two Wendy's.
Hey, Wendy and Wendy. Dave Thomas would eat his heart out right about now. We'll be back with more of Wendy and Wendy. Would either one of you girls like to play my game show? It's called The Truth Will Set You Free. This Wendy is going to play The Truth Will Set You Free right after we set up here, okay? Hi, Ted Williams here, the man with the God-given golden voice. I'm with the lovely Wendy. We're in the short north area of Columbus, Ohio. First question is, when was the last time that you told a little fib or lied?
Yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Tell it?
Yeah, tell it. Yeah, you got to tell it.
I had a friend ask me to go out, and I told her I wasn't feeling well, and I went out with another girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Oh, one disappointed and one with a plus.
So bad, right?
Yeah. What is something that you're glad that your mom doesn't know about you?
That I used to skinny dip.
She swam butt naked. Mommy don't know that close
We had
yet.
a small lake, and I used to skinny dip, and she would be upset about
Oh boy. Here we go. Have you ever cheated on someone?
that. Yes. My husband.
What?
Now, I don't mean that as in cheated on him.
Right, right.
Even if you look at another man,
Yeah.
you are lusting.
That's right, that's
And
right.
have
I
done
get in
that.
trouble
I did
for
it
that
with
on a
your
daily
guy-
basis.
I did it with your camera guy tonight.
Hey, she just lusted at. She cheated. And her
With your
husband
cameraman.
back there.
He's cute.
What's the worst intimate experience that you've ever had?
Last night.
We went from
Don't
zero.
ask me what happened.
Yeah.
But last night.
Yeah, I guess mine.
We just became empty nesters. There's been many times I've been embarrassed.
Okay.
But
But you're good with the Lord,
I am
and that's the main thing. She is truly, truly acknowledging the Lord
but I'm a sinner.
in all her ways. That's right. We all are. We all fall short.
I'm good with the Lord, but I'm a sinner.
Ladies
I
and gentlemen,
struggle with it every day, but I love you.
I want to thank Wendy for playing The Truth Will Set You Free. I think she's got a few things off her chest one way or the other. And boy, what a job. Hey, listen, we'll be back with more. And what's the name? My Own Salon. In Upper Arlington. What's the address?
2818 Fishinger Boulevard.
You got it. My Own Salon. Steve, and of course the lovely Wendy will be waiting for you. I'm going to let Wendy touch my hair up when it's ready. Hey, we'll be back. Columbus drivers brings me to this point. They cannot drive. I don't care what demographic, age group, or whatever. They cannot drive. Here's the simple thing to do. Merging. Merging. I understand nobody wants to get their $30,000 vehicle tore, scratched, bumped into, or whatever. But my God, get off the brake and move on. Just merge. There's a lot of metropolitan cities, and I'm going to give you two of them right now in the state of Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio. I don't know how they drive too much in Cincinnati, but Cleveland and Lorain, these places have corners that are noted for killing people, and they still go at 50, 60 miles an hour. Dead Man's Curve in Cleveland has been around since life itself, and people still drive around that corner. But they would be the first to admit to you or tell you or caution you to watch Dead Man's Curve, especially if you're going around. And that's around the Cleveland Stadium. Speaking of Cleveland, who in the hell commissioned the Cleveland Guardians? We've had Cleveland Indians for as long as life. Now, I know that there's not a lot of Native American people going around picketing Cleveland Stadium because they got the Indians. Be proud of what the hell if it was called the Cleveland Puerto Ricans, I don't think, and Cleveland got a lot of Puerto Ricans, and I think they were proud to be able to have a Major League Baseball team named after them, the Cleveland Ricans. Take away the Guardians and put the Cleveland Ricans. Yeah, that'd be, ladies and gentlemen, batting for first place. Hey, did you watch the Mets and the Cleveland Ricans? They made me proud of that, you know? Speaking of baseball, look whom I was named after, and I managed to find this one of a time. This guy, Ted Williams, whom I was named after, my father was, his surname was Williams. I don't know what slave owner he was named after, but he said if I ever have a child, I want to name a boy. I'm going to name him Ted. Now, you talked about earlier, what's the worst name that you could give a child? give him a first name that has a second, his middle name rhyme with the first name. Now that's a travesty. My name is not Theodore Frederick. My name is Ted Fred. Now, I don't know what possessed my mother to agree with it. Of course, she didn't bear me, so I guess it was no hurt or a sweat off their back. Give the boy Ted Fred. That's not Theodore Frederick, as I mentioned. I from time to time will be asked, Ted, is it Theodore? No, damn it. I used to get mad, or some people would just take it upon themselves to call me Theodore.
Really?
Theodore, and I wouldn't answer. And they'd be like, oh, he's trying to be, uppity or bougie or whatever you want to call a person that ignores their name. Frederick and Theodore is not my name. So whatever you do, if you have a little girl, don't name her Jeannie Beanie. Don't name her, Maddie May, stuff like that. That's right. There's three things that a pet peeve of mine. When somebody's trying to get something and go like this. Oh, that kills me. And people suck their damn teeth. I like to just go over and just slap it out. I mean, slap them in their mouth. That's what my mama used to do. I'd sit at the table and go, you know that sound. Stop that. Or when they do they hold it there. I got a friend of mine that'll do it, but he will not roll his damn window down. He'll wait till he gets to a red light, and just the thought of all that rolling around in your mouth. And you know why he doesn't roll the window down? Because he don't want the stuff to splash on his ride. It's just a truck, a raggedy-ass truck. He watches the show. I'm not talking about you, and I'm not mentioning no name. Talking about another friend of mine.
What is something that you just recently realized that you are embarrassed you didn't realize earlier?
I don't wear deodorant. And I don't have a problem with stinking. Under my arms, I'm not hairless under there, but I'm not a forest neither. But I don't wear deodorant. And I'll tell you why. Does anybody out there remember a deodorant called Tussie?
Yes.
That stuff would hang down like icicles off ice or on a tree, like tinsel. And I had a bad experience with that. And to this day, I don't wear arid rain or whatever. Man, I did like that. My old lady had it was like a paste or whatever. I don't know. And man, it just would dangle under your arms. Or if you went up for a rebound or something, it just looked horrible. So it gave me a bad experience. Now, my father used to always say that when you start smelling yourself, that's when you know you stink. Then you know how you women do? I love this when a woman tells a man, I love your street smell. Men have a street smell. It's a masculine smell. It's not no musk, although they do sell fragrant musks. I'm back in the days of Aqua Velva. Those kind of aftershaves. And they were good to go. Because all you had to do was, splash it around and then do one of these numbers. Put a little bit on your chest and stuff. And you had a good smell. Kind of medicine-y at times. But there's nothing worse than masquerading funk, with some of that. Because how many times have you ever heard that you stunk? Hey, man, you need to put something under them arms. I thank God because that's not only embarrassing,
That question is from Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Hello, voice man. Recognize your
We'll be back with this man right after these.
Appreciate you.
Number one, this is where the good people meet. Town Hall.
Oh, man, thank you.
That's right.
Which one would you prefer? Have no nose, but have really good smelling fingers, or be blind, but have a really nice smell? Which one?
I believe that heightens up along the way anyway. Stevie Wonder, man, that brother's been blind all his life, but he could feel. No, who was that? Ray Charles. He was blind, and he could feel the weight of a woman and everything with her wrists.
Here's the question again.
Okay.
Which one would you prefer?
Oh.
Have no nose.
No nose, but have
really good smelling fingers.
Yes, I'd rather have that because I could take my fingers and be like, "What's that smell you got, baby?" You know. I'd rather just smell like this. I smell flowers over here. Oh, I smell a stinking ass over there. How you smelling today? Now, I'm with my brother Trey, who is getting ready to play The Truth Will Set You Free. Well, Trey, just to get things started, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food,
And don't say chicken.
I can't say, oh, this man is grand, wild. But if I had to say, I'm a fan of tacos.
Tacos.
Tacos. So
All right, that Mexicano. Yeah. Trey, do you have a hidden talent?
Do I have any hidden talents? I'm an empath, so I know what people are thinking and feeling before they even say it out loud.
Hey, we got one of the models from Let's Make a Deal.
No, I wish. I'm from Chicago. I'm visiting my old.
Okay.
We lost. It was a bad day to come visit.
Not a great day to be.
And what's your name?
Courtney.
Courtney? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the lovely Courtney.
Your teeth are so nice.
Thank you. I was on Steve Harvey's show in Chicago.
Well, you have the best teeth on Steve Harvey's show I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Everybody,
Hey, how you doing, man?
bro, I'm doing good.
Ladies and gentlemen, what was that quarterback that wore #1 for the Chicago Bears?
Justin Fields, baby.
All right. Boy, my man threw a 90-yard field goal.
Yeah.
Do you know this famous man?
I know this man. I know you.
He plays for the Portland Trailblazers.
You're Juice.
Yep, that's me.
That's him.
No.
Nuts and Buckeyes. All right, Justin, take care. Somebody will kick his ass for a field goal.
That's
Here
right.
we go. Trey, sorry for all these interruptions. Your most embarrassing moment.
I try to live a foolproof life. Ted, to
Wait a
my
minute,
knowledge,
wait a
I'm
minute,
good.
wait a minute. 1 second, Trey. You guys whipped our ass today.
It was a good day.
What kind of shit is it? And now you gonna come break bread with our ass.
You guys are awesome.
Columbus
Everybody
has been
here,
awesome.
Everybody's been awesome.
Now they trying to kiss our ass.
That's right.
No, we love the Oregon Ducks. Great game.
Good. Thank you, sir.
You take care of yourself.
We will do that.
All right, and how you doing? Well, they had good Oregon shirts on. You got something that you've been wearing since you were a toddler.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Trey, like next time you ask my ass to play this game, I ain't going to. What's your most embarrassing moment, Trey?
Ain't been nothing until right now. So
Ain't nothing but
hopefully this isn't my most
Hey, can I
embarrassing
step in
moment.
real quick?
Hey, what's going on? We got Harry Potter over here on the side. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
OSU rocks. Oregon sucks, obviously.
Okay.
Go
I
Bucks.
love you. There you go. A word from Harry. Now, back to you, Trey.
Sheesh.
When was the last time you lied,
The last time I
Trey?
lied,
Yeah.
I'm sure I lied to you on this whole taping. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you.
It's the Golden Voice Show. We
I'm
love
sure
you,
it's
Trey.
happening.
Thank you so much, man. OH.
Ayo.
All right, so here's the last question.
Okay, last question.
So this one right here is from Detroit, Motor City. What music would you choose to play every time you walk into the room?
Dun, 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 dun. Keep on trucking, baby. You got to keep on trucking. You can always tell when a black man forgets the song and be like, we are the world. That's my. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a joyful day. That's Diana Ross's part. But where in the hell did they get Cyndi Lauper to go, wow, wow, wow? That was ignorant. That was very ignorant to put that woman in there with that. Lionel Richie wrote the song along with Michael Jackson. Why her? I want to say that the Golden Voice Show has opened up a new venue for me to vent my artistic skills, my communication skills, and I want to thank each and every one of my followers, my listeners, or my friends, all of that. I want to thank you all for always counting on a good little laugh, or my Facebook is kind of shoddy right now. Somebody went in and tried to hack it or whatever they did, and it's like in a limbo. So I have to do so many little things to validate of who I am. And one of the things that I get pissed off about is the fact that once you give a frontal view of validating who you are, they got these little arrows that point, turn right. It's like mugshot. Turn right, turn left. So today I found out they have a smiley face right in the center. And if you're not eye level, you'll be doing that shit all day long. Right, left, just to get that. So whoever went into my Facebook, tried to go into it, tried to post. So whatever they did, you really hurt my feelings, man, because I didn't think it was that serious for you to try to shut me down. I'm the man with the God-given golden voice, your friend. So today, I'm not only doing my podcast, I also got to get my Facebook up and running so you guys can really keep up with me. Stay posted, okay? I love you. That's right. I want to also thank the many friends, both male and female, owners and co-owners and all, of a lot of places that I visited and businesses. I want to say a big shout out to Global Auto Leasing. They're located on Frank and Brown Road on the west side. Guaranteed to get a deal of your choice. I also want to shout out my friends over at Hookers Impounding and Towing Services. Okay? They're located on Jackson Road. Great people. Ray and, of course, Bev. And over at Global, there's the lovely Sarah, financing, and Ebony. Good girls, good office staff, good quality autos. That's what I could say about them. And they're funny as hell over there at Global. Tell you what, my father used to hang, see, old folks back in them days, they hung their pants on the bathroom door. There was like a little nail, and he'd hang his pants up there. So I would, my father kept lots of money and change. And I couldn't steal no more than about $2. And I would take $2 a day from my dad just to get these flip books. And one day my father put a mousetrap in that pocket. And what I used to do, and I have to tell you, I told him myself before I got caught, but I never seen $100 bills, $50 bills. And I'm talking 60s, 1960s. Let alone a black man having all that money in his pocket. And I didn't think my mother was aware of how much my father made. And I busted myself out running, telling mommy that daddy had about 7 $100 bills. He had about 10 $50 bills. He had 5 $20 bills. I mean, I gave it to him right as I picked out his wallet and went through did inventory on his wallet. My mother let that slide because that was great info. Hey, you better not never tell me, he ain't got no money. So I stopped going in the wallet for that reason, and I started going for change. And he put a mousetrap in his pocket. I mean, laid it neatly. I could see him now putting it in there. And I went right there for the gusto, and bam, that trap hit my hands. I fell off the toilet because I used to have to stand on the toilet so I could kind of weave my way without making no sounds. And God forbid if I dropped the change, I probably would have pooped on myself. But that trap went off. His pants fell off the thing. The trap was on my hand. Change went everywhere. I'm supposed to be there brushing my teeth, mind you. My mother screaming at the top of her lungs, "What in the world is that?" Got him. That's all I heard my father say. He woke up out of his sleep. Got him. I was hurting. I was like this. Man, I went to school with whelps on my back, a mousetrap. My fingers was all like this here. I had whelps on my back, my glasses. He usually, before he whipped my butt, say, "Lay your glasses on the dresser." And Lord, I didn't know which direction. That's why I took a martial arts. I didn't know which way the belt was going to come. He made a couple of, Hot Wheel tracks and all those things. My mother used the Hot Wheel tracks and the house shoe and all of that. But he used a regular big-ass strap. Remember back in the days in the barbershop where they had that one strap where they did the blade like that and all that? He had one of those, bruh. And I had whelps on my back. I'm talking about slave whelps, Kunta Kinte whelps. And Sometimes they would sting if I sweat, and I would be sitting in school like this, or I wouldn't lean back. And the teacher would know. She would look at me and say, "Teddy, would you come up here and let me talk to you?" And she would feel my shirt, and there were whelps on there. And that's why probably I suffer from abandonment issues, because my father loved me. When I stole his credit card and went on an excursion, a big spending spree, and the only thing I could say to him was, "You never told me you loved me." I said it strong too, like theatrically. "You never told me you loved me, Daddy." And I thought he was going to say, "Oh, come here, man." He said, "Certainly you can see I loved you. You ain't never seen a hungry day. You see clothes on your back. You got a roof over your head. This at Christmas is Christmas and all of that. You ain't never missed a holiday. You get good birthdays. That ain't enough for me to, show you that I loved you." He said, "Men don't have to tell one another they love. They show love. It's better to show love than to sit up here and lie to you and say I love you and I know I don't. But this is what I'm thinking. But I bought you anything you needed." I thanked him, and when he died, I thought about all the things. Because I have this tendency now, I'll talk to my Father up in heaven, not the one that used to put whelps on me, but I talk to Jesus Christ every day. So with that being said, I always make this: don't nobody love me. And I asked God, I said, "God, don't nobody care about me. Nobody loves me. Nobody can honestly say, 'Ted, I love you.'" And they do. And I believe them now. Because the Lord put in my heart to say, "I gave you the world. And you're telling me nobody loves you? You ungrateful." Felt like after he said, "Why would you sit up and say nobody loves you? And you're on everybody's Snapchat. You're on everybody's little things that you do for them. I gave you a purpose for this. I gave you a purpose to let people see that I'm still in the business of miracles, my grace and mercy. You should be thankful. Everybody should be thankful because it's very undeserving. And we should always thank him for everything, the good and the bad. Because it always can be a lot worse.
Hi, I'm Ted Williams, the man with the golden voice, and I'm down here in the Short North University area, and I'm with Sam, Samantha, and Dan. All right, what's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Steak.
All right. What's something you're glad your mom doesn't know about you?
Oh, God.
How dirty she is.
How dirty housework, or
How
that
dirty? No. Dirty-minded, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're glad your mom doesn't know that.
I'm glad her mom doesn't know that.
Oh, okay. Do you agree?
I would agree, yeah.
Here we go. Have you ever cheated on someone?
No.
She heard him and said no to that.
On someone?
On someone.
Yes.
All right, tell me the story.
Tell the story.
Yeah, the story.
Are you serious?
I don't know.
It has to have. Okay,
On
you were
me?
with her. Let me coax you a little bit.
No.
You were with a woman. She
Yeah,
said,
like
"Not on me."
girlfriend.
Yeah, old
Someone
girlfriend.
you were seeing.
And
Yeah.
then you messed around with Sam, so you cheated on her.
Oh, I didn't mess around with Sam. When I met Sam, she was the one. That was it.
That was it.
That was it.
And you'll never cheat.
No.
And you'll never cheat.
Ever. Never.
Well, Dan is a
I'm
true
lying.
blue man. We'll be back with more of Dan and Sam. No, I'm just teasing. Here's the last question. You ready?
Yeah.
Have either one of you ever sharted?
Sharted?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. 100%.
Tell us the story.
More than once.
Really? You know what that means,
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
It was after a night of drinking, and I thought I was going to throw up, which I did, but I also...
Pooped on herself.
Yeah, I went out both ends. Yeah.
How much did you drink?
A lot.
You'd have
It
to
was
drink a
White
lot
Russians.
to and throw up at the same time.
I can't
And
beat
I
that.
have more than one.
Poor Samantha.
Wait.
You know.
A history of sharting. Hey, listen, that's it for Dan and Sam. I love you guys. Get over here, girl. I'm not going to bite you. He ain't going to punch me in the mouth. I love you, Danny.
That's right. Hey, listen, did I ever tell this story? This is down in Whiteville, North Carolina, home of the Ku Klux Klan. No, I'm just teasing. But I lived in Whiteville, North Carolina. You remember when flashlight, neon lights, the Parliament Funkadelic. I worked for WVOE, the Voices of Ebony, in Chadburn, North Carolina. at the same station that I shot the damn chicken in my trailer. But I said that to say this. I was not looked upon as being a resident, a community figure, or not even the baddest DJ that they ever had. But I did go to and DJ at nightclubs. And prior to my crack addiction, I was an alcoholic. I started drinking, stealing at 5, drinking at 8. That almost sounds like drive time. We'll be back with more after 5 or at 8. No, here's the point of what I'm getting ready to say. I was at a nightclub one day, and darker complected brothers don't receive me, and not in Columbus, or anywhere else, but down in them sticks, they don't receive me very well because I'm what you would consider light, bright, damn near white, high yellow. So I'm there drunk as hell, and a group of these guys were going to roll me, rob me, beat me up, maim me, all those things, right? So here I am staggering out. I put the last record on Flashlight. Actually, it was a record by Rick James called You and I. You and I, boom, boom, boom. We've been together since y'all remember You and I. And lo and behold, as I got close to my car and only could stagger over there, I leaned across the car, and this big woman, about 6'3", 340-pound woman, titties out the heel, jumped in front of me and them and said, "You ain't gonna touch her." And all them brothers could say was, "Get the hell out of here, Beulah, move." And she said, "I ain't going no damn where." All I could do was say thank you to her. I was drunk, and I said thank you, but I kept looking up and up until I fell down, and all I could see was this big-ass woman. She picked me up like a bag of potatoes, flipped me over her shoulders, put me in the back seat of my car, jumped in the front seat, and drove me home. People in them small places know where you live because it's so close-knit. Drove me home. I lived in a rooming house, and the lady in the rooming house's room was right by the door. So when you opened the door, she could count how many footsteps, because I couldn't have company. Nobody could have company in there after a certain time. She could count how many steps. This chick carried me up 2 flights of steps where all Miss George, her name was Miss George, all she could hear was this girl's footsteps. And she said, "Hi, Ted." And an old girl bumped me. And I said, "Hi, Miss George. Good night." She said, "Okay." She said, "I'm going to have some food in the morning for you." "Yes, ma'am." Now, mind you, I'm really not concentrating on who the hell this is that I'm laying over their shoulder. So I get up to my room, and bruh, her boobs were so big you could lay one boob here and one over here on a pillow, and she still had enough cleavage to lay an ashtray, a can of Coke, or whatever. End of the story is this, man. I woke up that morning. That's why when I used to tell people I never had a blackout, I wasn't an alcoholic. I could see where some women, they had a blackout. They didn't remember who they went to bed with, what happened in the bed. I knew when I woke up, my pants and underwear and everything was off, and so was hers. And I looked in the bed, and I just kept wondering, what did I do last night? She was smiling. She hugged me. She didn't even have her car. Her car, I had to drive her back. And when people looked at us, we looked like Mutt and Jeff, or, it was horrible. And I was so embarrassed. Now, and I have to say, I've never treated anyone, never. And even when you meet me out there, family, I ain't never treated anyone like I was better than them. But that was one woman that I didn't want nobody to see me with. Her name was Cortensi.
Once again, I got Harry Potter with me, and we love Harry. Where are you from?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Hey, the Queen City. And what's your name? What's your real name?
Joey.
Joey Potter, okay. Something that you're glad that your mom does not know about you.
Porn.
What?
Porn.
Porn? Oh, Joey's a porn fanatic.
Yep.
What's your biggest fantasy? Certainly not from porn.
Being famous.
Being famous, okay. What capacity of fame?
Just a little bit so like I don't get harassed by paparazzi or anything like that.
Like me.
No, you're not famous at all. I don't even know who you are.
Be right back.
They don't even know. Thank you so much, Harry Potter. Get the hell off my show. I had a drop on my show that went, "It's me," and when I would get to the bottom, Brother T, Bam WBOE. That's when we had jingles and so forth. And I also had one here in Columbus. You might remember that. From the Miracle Station, WCKX in London, Springfield, with the best in urban music. It's the Ted, and you would hear Stephanie Mills singing Williams Show. Everybody loved it. They knew I was on the air when they heard that. Feel the Fire was the name of the song. And Teddy Pendergrass and Stephanie Mills did it. And she got to that part where he'd be like, "Whoa," you know how strong Teddy was. And she'd say, "Teddy, Teddy." That's back in the days of splicing and all of that. But it was perfect, man. Everybody knew I was on. And then I had little drops. "Hi, this is Ralph Tresvant." Ralph Tresvant was like an ignorant dude. I didn't look at him as being ignorant, but I was like, how many times? All you got to do is say, "Hi, I'm Ralph Tresvant of New Edition, and when I'm in Columbus, I listen to Jammin' Ted Williams on Z103. Bobby Brown did it right. Ronnie DeVoe did it right. Michael Bivens?
Yeah.
And what was the other one's name? Bell Biv DeVoe.
Ronnie,
Bobby, Ricky, and Mike.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. We had to get that before we continue this show. Because we didn't want to leave here without y'all thinking we don't know our New Edition. I love New Edition. I've not only met them, I've dined with them. And I have to say, out of all the guys, as ignorant as I thought Ralph was, he was the most pleasant one, friendly and all of that. And Ronnie DeVoe. And Bobby, he was blazing weed before, you know, the other kids, I mean, they were riding their mopeds around the Ohio Center. What's the name was sitting around with a joint, asking about going. That's when Reaper had you going like. I love you. The Golden Voice Show is going to be around quite some time, and I want each one of y'all to link somebody to it, share with somebody, share the network, the RadioFreeNetwork.com. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of my service mission. Till I return to burn on the next Golden Voice Show, I'm going to take 2 steps to the rear and get on out of here. Why? Because the clock on the wall tells me that's all. But hey, you stick and stay because more other shows are coming your way. Brother man, sister too if you can, be nice to someone short. Because you never know when someone short will have to be nice to you. Until next time, I love you, Golden Voice followers. May your God be with you. Talk to you then.
It's the Golden Voice Show.
I love that song. That's right.
He was on American Idol.
No. Everybody thinks he was, but he was not.
Yes, he was.
Hey, Ted.
Yes, he
She
was.
said the same thing you said earlier. She's like, he was on American Idol. He was on there.
He was on American Idol. We were saying we grew up watching you.
Hey.
I remember it. American Idol. You were on American Idol. Yeah.
I was on Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
I've been on Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. I remember Steve Harvey.
You did a mac and cheese commercial.
Yeah, that too.
Mac and cheese.
Nuts and Buckeyes. And Columbus got 'em, boy. I love you. How you smelling today?